Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is another normal game sent in by you, the fans, to Lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yep.
Hit me up with the sound of trying to come up with your rap name without being able to say Lil or Young or one of the myriad others, so you go with Dat.
Yeah. I'm DatBoi. Okay. Oh.
So really, I'm struggling out here right now. Kind of trying to come up with what the fuck that was going to be. But it works. Up here in the top left, we've got iDrop, the red Terran. And in the bottom right, we have DatBoi. In the bottom right, why does every rapper pull from like one of three prefixes? Like, what the fuck is up with that?
I think it's just, I don't actually know the answer, okay? I'm just going to go and preface it by saying that. But yeah. I think what it is it creates enough familiarity that people are like, oh, it's another Lil. It's just like Lil this, Lil that, fucking Young this, Young that, fucking, I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's some street slang that I'm not aware of. Maybe Lil means like you were a little G or something in the streets and then, you know, you made it out the hood. I don't know. But I do know one thing, Adam.
What's that?
We listen to the folks here at LAGTV, okay? Because without you guys, we don't eat. So,
it's true.
Y'all wanted the badges. Take a look up at the top right of the screen. They're back. This is a diamond game. So from here on out, y'all are going to get the badges. That's right. Even the Wood League is uploaded and ready to go in case shit goes sideways real quick. And you know what I'm going to need from everybody? Because we did that, y'all know what to do. Y'all just got to do the thing. So make it be done. And that's it. Go ahead, Adam.
Fantastic. Well, up here in the top right, or top left, I should say, like I said, the red Terran iDrop. In the bottom right is the blue Zerg DatBoi. Very normal openings for both gentlemen. Got that Reaper coming down. This is after the, I think that was the SCV scout heading out of the base. And now the Reaper here gonna get, almost, but very nicely done. Got that into the extractor just in time to save that drone. That Reaper just gonna sit there and wait for the next drone to come along. Canceled it. Oh, he's doing it again. Can't be done. He's gonna be juggling that, and eventually that Reaper's just gonna win that battle. He's gonna have to come up with a way to chase that Reaper off, but for the meanwhile, he's just okay. And how much micro do you really want to put into that for iDrop? You could probably just go back to base and continue on. Nevertheless, he is sending it back into the base now. He's gonna get some more information, but this is very nice. He's getting nice pickups. This isn't like our typical Reapers, Mr. Black.
No.
That have not been accomplishing anything. This is a good Reaper.
Yeah, I mean, good on DatBoi. He turned his drone, or was morphing it into an extractor, ended up canceling, so the drone's still alive, and then immediately went down to his other third above his natural there and put down that hatch pretty much right away. So he doesn't lose pretty much anything, maybe 20 seconds of the third hatch delay, but didn't lose any drones and didn't lose anything. And iDrop also still has his Reaper here. Marines are going to go ahead and pick off that Overlord. We got a diamond level game, so I'm sure we're going to see you know, some pretty good level play, and like you were saying, judging from the last Reaper play that we've been getting over the last couple of weeks, you can already see the difference, Adam. You can already see the difference.
Definitely diamond as iDrop gets rid of the rock at the bottom of the ramp, getting himself his opening Marines as well. Get the starport en route, and the Zerg going the opposite with a little bit of the Lings, the Baneling nest along the way. Will be interesting to see who decides to be the aggressor first. DatBoi getting his first real taste of what's going on up here. Doesn't see a lot, but he sees enough to know that the general direction of his opponent's army that might dictate what he does next. Now that he's got himself situated on his 3-base opening. Is it very frequent for the Zerg to ever dip into a 4th this quick, or do they typically get to 3 and then start teching while they're fleshing out their base, Mr. Black?
It really depends on how greedy you want to go and what scouting information that you get. Obviously, if a Protoss is still sitting on 2 base, you're not going to want to. If a Terran is still sitting on 2 base, you're not going to really want to, like super fast, unless you're being ultra greedy. So this is pretty standard play. He's got the 3 hatches out. He's just getting his layer going down. He's getting some spore crawlers, just in case Banshees do get tech too, which is, you know, smart. And he's doing a hell of a job with his creep. Getting that all over the place, spreading that out, and going really heavy lings at the moment. So I'm not sure if he's planning on doing some kind of drop with lings. Okay, we're getting some Banes going, which is pretty standard against Marines. And the 2 medevacs are heading out. They're full. We've got 16 Marines. Oh, yeah, they see.
Did that Zerg catch it? That one did. The first one didn't, but that second one definitely did.
Yep.
And that's going to give him plenty of time to get into position for this, I would hope. Maybe he didn't catch it, though.
Oh, he did.
There he goes.
He did.
He's moving it now. He's going to get in now. Yeah, he definitely sees it now. Here they come. Dropping early, not dropping over on the base. And that's going to give him an opportunity to get a couple of kills, but that's not going to be very successful. He's going to have to go away and come back another day, or he's going to have to maybe split these up to get the Zerg getting his own army in different places. Got that spore, though. That's going to be careful with that bad boy.
Yeah, that was actually a decent trade for iDrop. He only lost 2 Marines there, killed quite a few Zerglings, and now we're going to do the same. We've got a few Banelings in the back. It doesn't get off any hits, and now he is going to boost his way out of there, the Queen, and now the Spore is changing position, so good on the Zerg. And unlike some of the lower level play that we've been seeing, he's managing to keep this unit cluster alive. That's the main thing, keeping the Zerg on their toes and doing constant harassment. He might not do a shit ton of damage, but what he's doing is he's taking the attention off the hard macro of our Zerg. I like the play to keep that Hellion there. It was going to die regardless, and made it so that some of the Banelings actually wasted it and busted in there into the Hellion instead of going in onto the Marines. So that was another, I don't know if it was purposely done, but that was a pretty nice little touch of micro there. Now we've got a siege tank about to siege up and wants these Banes to go. So what he's going to do is he's going to stim into this to get the Banelings to push forward and then kind of jerk back and have the tank blow up the Banes, but DatBoi not falling for the trick, and he's going to have to go ahead and cancel this 4th expansion.
Yeah, it definitely answers the question of who's going to be the aggressor in this. Yeah, the 5th for
it didn't
Zerg,
cancel.
But yeah, definitely. Oh, wow, okay, gives it up. That's an interesting misplay for our Zerg. He wasn't even getting in a position to try to continue to defend it, so I think that was just a bit of a misplay at the end of the day. But yeah, we don't have to wait to find out. iDrop feels like he wants to be the aggressor, slowly adding to his tank complement. He was supply block there for a time.
Yeah.
He's supply block now as well. He really needs to get out ahead of it, because at the moment he could be cranking out a lot more Marines, a couple more tanks, and pressing his advantage, because right now he's really got DatBoi on the back foot.
Yeah, I'm liking what Zerg is doing here. He's trying to hit from behind. We've got scans going. He's trying to get rid of as much creep as possible. Now the Zerglings are coming in from behind. Gonna get 2 of the siege tanks, and the Banelings going to out from the sides, left and right. A beautiful surround by DatBoi, and is managing to clean it all up, killing the entire army, keeping his macro hatch still in play. And now the Zerg is going to be able to start pushing out and harassing this Terran
do we have right now? Because he's got buckets of minerals. If he
Quite
wanted to be an asshole and just like retaliate immediately with a bunch of Zerglings, that's definitely within his purview at this time. He's got a couple of Zerglings in here now, but that's not going to be enough to really do anything. He's going to try and salvage some of them. He thought about trying to get the tank, but he's going to run back with those and save them for another day. Maybe make some Banes out of those Zerglings to get more use out of them. But yeah, this would have been a great window for a bit of a response. I don't think he had enough larvae. I was trying to see on screen what you were looking at, how many larvae were in action immediately following that cleanup by DatBoi, which is a great pincer attack to get rid of the Terran force entirely. But it didn't look like he had a lot of larvae available to him to immediately get those Zerglings to go counter. So great job of getting the Terran off his doorstep, allowing him to push out even further, get some more economy going. And now the Zerg has the map back, and he's going to be able to maybe apply some pressure of his own not too far from now.
Yeah, he got a shit ton of drones, and saw the 2 medevacs here. He immediately pulled all of the drones, so that was really, really nice. And now he's just going to take him down here to the potential 4th. He is going to lose this 5th base up here. It's not really going to cost him a whole lot. And yeah, it is going to be your standard Marine medevac with some tank against a lot of Banes and Zerglings, and Aspire is now in production. I do like the transition. Gonna grab some Muta and then pick off these medevacs that just keep poking and just being a bit of an asshole to our Zerg player. We got the Liberators sieging up with all that freedom. He's going to be holding that position there in case some Zerglings do come in, which is going to give him a little bit of peace of mind so that he can continue to go around and harass. If he loses this base, it's game over. I mean, we are now a 3 base. Oh, we got another little drop here. Oh, that's a cheeky little spot to be. Look at that.
Wow, okay. You know what that reminds me of, Mr. Black? That reminds me of watching when StarCraft 2 was in its relative infancy, and we watched Boxer find a pillar to drop on top of with some Marines in the middle of that fight. That shit blew my fucking mind. Nobody had ever thought to do that until Boxer did. That's a cheeky spot to put it. Living up to his name, I might add, iDrop, with that drop there. And now DatBoy's saying, all right, you want to sit on that? How about I sit on you? Maybe you're into that shit. I was about to say sit on your face.
Yeah, don't do that. This is a massive attack, and the game is going to end here one way or another. The Terran is committing to the counter. The Zerg is committing to the counter. Let's just see what can happen here. I really don't know how this is going to go one way or the other. The Terran could lift off, and this is some very, very scary armies, although they are quite split up, and the Zerg does have a fair amount of larvas in production. We have, what, only 24 Lings, though, and 7 Banes. This is looking pretty good here for a Terran player. We still got a bunch of siege tanks, shit ton of medevacs, Marines, Terran, a new strip, and these are just Lings. You know, they're only going to go so far, I think. I think Terran's going to be the victor, Adam.
Yeah, that's looking real spicy. This is a very dangerous ball. A lot of medevacs still in play, and when you're dealing with pretty much just Zerglings, I mean, you can see the supply count falling off. Corruptors are in, but I mean, they're not going to really do a hell of a lot. I mean, they would have helped if he was winning the base race to a degree and Terran lifted off. Obviously, it gives him an out there, but the Terran just has so much here. And if he, if he had less medevacs, maybe this wouldn't be so bad. He did lose a couple of units he didn't need to there, but he's got. Look at all these medevacs. My God, this man is swimming in medevacs. So he's got a lot to play the hard micro game and the heal game. He can.
He's got a lot of medevacs, but where's his Marines? The Banelings cleaned up the vast majority of them. He still does have like a little tiny rock full. He could pick these up and heal them up. He's accidentally stimming. He's stimming. So he's got like a hotkey on all of them, and he's actually stimming these dudes to death.
Those guys are just doing hard drugs in the middle of nowhere right now, slowly killing themselves. Is what's happening. They're not doing anything.
Well, the crazy thing is he really needs these to be part of his army to like really win this game. It's going to boil down to who can kill each other's structures the fastest. There are a bunch of corruptors out on the map that are going to be able to start focusing down on these barracks, and this is actually going to be a classic base race that could ultimately go either way at this point. It really just depends on the micro and the focus. We do have a hatch down here. He does have a bunch of mats, so he could put down a bunch of spines and spores. Our corruptors are starting to attack this. This is still a fair amount of units. It's anybody's game, Adam. It's anybody's game.
It's anyone's game, but I think I'm leaning towards Zerg right now. That's a lot of Zerglings, a lot of Banelings. He's got the corruptors to deal with the medevacs. It's a couple of tanks, but one's already hurting.
That's true.
And Terran is definitely in a tough spot. If he had these Marines, it would give him a little bit more. I don't think he remembers they're even there.
No, I don't think he does.
They're just hanging over there, just straight up losing their minds.
You can't lose these. You can't lose these. Corruptor's gonna focus down on the ones that got the Marines in them, and it'll be over. And he is focusing. Marines are dropped down here. He is picking. Yeah. That's a nice pickoff. Good micro there with the corruptors from DatBoi, and it is looking like DatBoi is going to take this game. He's still got an expansion up here. The drones are going, and theoretically, he could just put a shit down of spores and spines and just basically win the game. The problem is, if he unsieges, these Lings and Banes are just going to go in and kill everything. But the problem is, if he doesn't unsiege, he's just going to slowly get picked apart, and he's going to lose the game anyway.
Yeah, he's just always risking these corruptors for that last one. Wow, he really, really wanted to go in on that. That Liberator's going to pick up possibly one more on this. Oh, no, Ben, no,
Siege tanks! Siege tanks! Siege tanks!
And here comes DatBoi! Right into the line, clean it up. It's a misstep, it's a misclick, Mr. Black. He just walked too far outside of the range of his supporting siege tanks and just threw it like a champion, but GG as iDrop leaves the game. That was spicy. Unfortunate, Ty. I don't know if that was like overconfidence or just a misclick, but he had the positioning to try to come up with something.
Yeah.
But really, if you think about it, DatBoi was in a really great position. He had 12 more in production.
Yeah.
Zerglings on the way. He had all the minerals. He had all the gas. He could continue on. But yeah, iDrop. And man, imagine if he actually picked those Marines up. He might have had a little something going there at the very least.
I agree. And look, these Marines, I know it's only 5, but he had shit tons of medevacs, so they would have been healed right up. And he was in here building Marines as well. I think if he would have just waited a little bit long, didn't get so, get his dick so hard just to get those last couple of corruptors, he might have actually had a chance. But DatBoi would have still had to have made a bit of a mistake because those siege tanks did a lot of damage to those lings, coupled in with getting some more Marines, and these together, look, this is his army left. There ain't much there. Corruptors can't attack the Marines. It's really just a few lings and some Banes. Yes, he's got some stuff here, but there ain't shit here. It's nothing but drones. He had a chance to win this, but ultimately, he didn't. It was a close game. It's a very good game. I enjoyed this one. You know what else is good, Adam? NordVPN's pretty good, I hear.
Oh, yeah.
So if you guys are in the market for a VPN, you want to support the channel, use the promo code OTT. Click the link in the description. That's nordvpn.com/OTT. Get a massive discount plus a bonus month. It's a phenomenal way to help out the channel as they are a great sponsor for what we do over here, guys. Stay safe, stay anonymous when you're on the internet. Watch different regions of Netflix and other streaming services at the click of a button. And guys, it's less than a cup of coffee a month. All right? Go down there, make it happen. And that's it. I mean, I don't really have... That's my plug. That's
I like it.
All right. Fuck it. Let's just... I'm not even going to give you a one-liner at the end. I'm just ending it right here. It's a good game, though. Hit that like button.